that time again to talk to you about the latest games and new releases. And this week, you get to meet the Scholar of the First Sin, or relive Dark Souls 2 as if it was the first time on current-gen systems. But it's not just a pretty new face. You get new pretty environments, new pretty enemies, and lore. Enemy placements will alter the way you played previously, changing it up to make you more defensive or more aggressive. The weapons are also switched around, so for people who felt like they played the entire game with the Great Sword, you're more likely to have a different character much sooner. Graphically, it looks super hot, so it's got that going for it. Go into the dark area on the 7th. Also this week, you want to go into space, but you don't want to spend a lot of money. Affordable Space Adventures is here to put you in your fancy spaceship with your fancy friends. The engineer gets to check temperature gauges, fuel, thrust, and anti-gravity meters to ensure you don't incinerate your friends. But if Kerbal has taught us anything, it's that if you want to make an omelet, you gotta crack a few holes. To space you go on the 9th. But what's this randomly generated first-person shooter with an art style that screams Borderlands? It's Tower of Guns. 7 floors of crazy enemies, boss battles, loot, and guns in a frantic bullet hell style game that's completely randomized. Modify your shotgun to ricochet or stack your double jumps to never touch the ground again. And it can be yours for $15 or the better price of free if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber. And you can get it starting on the 7th. Also this week, a well-known game with a massive universe, robust story, and a psychic sword somehow gets compressed into the new 3DS.
What a time to be alive.
Xenoblade Chronicles is a sublime, wonderfully paced game that both refines and modernizes the Japanese role-playing game. And it's making its way to the new 3DS to show off how impressive that little device truly is. If anything, this really opens the door for future exclusives to really pack a punch in the graphics department. But for now, we get this imaginative, innovative, and compelling RPG. And you can pick it up on the 10th. But for those of us still carting around the regular 3DS, consider the Etrian Odyssey Mystery Dungeon mashup. Etrian Mystery Dungeon. You still get character classes and skill trees, but now with dungeon exploration and a new fixed perspective, where you can control a party of up to 4 characters. It comes to North America on the 7th. Finally, one of the most beautiful games to ever appear on the PC gets its gorgeous debut on PS4 this week. So prepare your arsenal and get prepared to drink some of the finest spirits to ever grace the Bastion. And who doesn't want a nice ice-cold drink of Leechade? And if anyone else knows where to buy Bastion brandy in real life, you let me know. You can face the calamity on the 7th. For further details, visit GameSpot.com. Release dates are based on retailer listings and are subject to change. See you next week.
Strong 'cause